people in this world, man.
Man, you sound like a guy who needs some therapy. I got a good therapist for you.
Why do I need therapy? 5 minutes ago, you were saying I have a right to feel how I feel. Now I need therapy.
You do, but anybody who feels like that needs a bit of therapy. We all need therapy, JB. Everybody on this fucking app needs therapy. You know.
I guess I'm a self-hating Jew today, because that's what I've been labeled.
I don't need therapy.
I go to therapy twice a week. There's no shame in therapy.
I'm saying there was.
Okay.
On stage that says that he supports the IRGC.
It's not enough for me to say I agree with Israel's what they're doing to Iran. That's not enough. It's not enough for the thousands of pro-Israeli rooms, the thousands of dollars I generated for his family. It's not enough. You see how he fled? He fled.
They fled because they have no accountability. That's why, JP. They have none. They have no accountability with their arguments whatsoever.
I mean, the same people who support the IRGC or Hamas, like, these are the same people crying about women and children dying. I mean, you sanctioning these primitive barbarians is the reason why women and children are dying. Like, why? Like, if you don't feel bad for why should I? You know, like that.
Let me say something here, Simon. Hold on a second. Since I got on this app today, there's already been, that I know of, 3 rooms with my name in the title. Not 1, not 2, but 3. And then some of my Hebrew brothers came in, and I said, and we were having a conversation. I said, yo, tell me, has Israel ever done anything wrong in the world? They're like, yeah, of course. I'm like, what was that? Give me a couple of examples. And they deflected. They went to Hamas and the Houthis and Hezbollah. See how it works? But then this ass clown will say, well, you shouldn't talk on your community. Why can't I? But it's okay if Joe Schmo from Idaho says something about the Jews. You'll have that conversation. But when another Jew calls out my community, not good. That's a bunch of bullshit, man.
Well, they're bullshit people. What do you expect? Anyone who cares about peace in the Middle East, we're looking for, prior to October 7th, we're very much looking forward to the finishing of the Abraham Accords. We wanted a peace and a business relationship with Israel and the GCC countries, and the block of bullshit, Neanderthalic bullshit that's been blocking this greatness from happening is Iran playing puppet on a string in Palestine, Lebanon, and Syria. So we're living a time of globalization. The GCC is changing, including Saudi. They want to have international tourism. They want to bring the world there for entertainment and vacationing. I mean, just the world is changing. We don't all want to hate each other. But the Ayatollah wants to play his little puppeteer games. This is the cost of it. And unfortunately, people are going to die.
Well, Robbie, my whole thought was this, man. Why is, as a Jew, and I'm going to say it, why is the Jewish community, why are we not allowed to speak on them? Right?
Speak on
I sit here all day. Listen, bro, every day I open up rooms, we talk about the black community, what's going on there, Latino community, what's going on there. But God forbid, another Jew holds the mirror up to the Jewish community. Oh, no. He's not really a Jew. He's a self-hating Jew. All these fucking labels. You know what? Fuck that. Because the point I said was this, man. This shit going on in Gaza is 2 years plus now. And we're still at the same point. What's the definition of insanity, Robbie? Doing the same thing over and over, hoping for different results. It's not working. Can we come up with a different plan that works?
There is a plan, though. I think Bibi is doing it, though. I've said this, JB, earlier. You weren't in the room. Whether there is a revolution or not, I'm not moving to Iran. I'm American. I have no benefit from who's gonna be empowering Iran, But if you get rid of the mullahs, if you get rid of these people spreading all this ideology of hating Jews, if you get rid of them, this whole thing will stop. The reason it can't stop is because they keep fueling. They'll be quiet for a little bit. They keep stirring this war. and it will not stop until they are in power. And they're doing this with all these countries there. Don't you see, like Teddy? I asked him. I'm like, "Are you Iranian?" He's no, but I support him on. Lubik, I see Iranian. No, all these people, none of them. Like there's like for every 50 people you see on this app supporting IRGC, one is Iranian. The rest of them are the Muslim brotherhood from other countries surrounding them, and their goal is to just like cause problem. And who's teaching all of this to them? IRGC. You get rid of them, this is going to die. It's going to be so weak, and that's why they're like so sad. They don't want IRGC gone.
Well, here's the thing, right? We have Teddy. Hold on, respectful. Hold on. Like Daniel's on stage, right? Daniel and I have shared 1,000 spaces, and here's the truth, no bullshit. I have so much love, respect, and admiration for this man. He's a proud Zionist. Good, but in my opinion, right? A real man, a real Zionist, will stand up and say, wait a second, I support Israel, but there might be a problem in this area over here. Listen, Sarah, I support Israel going into Iran. A year ago, I said there has to be regime change. Nothing's going to stop over there unless there's a regime change. Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, because they're the ones that stirred the pot, the shit stirs, Iran. But let's not forget about what's the plan in Gaza. What's the plan over there? Nobody has a plan. Daniel?
I don't think there's anyone that criticizes Israel more than Israel is. You can see that most of the articles that are exposing stuff or are even against Israel would come from Israel, from Haaretz. This whole rape story about this Palestinian with the video, it all came from us. It came to a doctor in the IDF. It was the persecution in Israel. It was the Israeli TV that broadcast it. We are doing it, and we are and we're doing it not for the world. It's for us to know. Like if someone is, for example, raping in the IDF, the IDF is the people's army. We don't want to have rapists there. So this is why we prosecute it, not for the world. So believe me, if there's any other, like you say, maybe there's another solution. If you have it, bring it. Seriously, bring it.
I said it earlier, and I'll say it again, and people may not agree with it, Daniel, but I think move the Palestinians out into Egypt, to Sinai, whatever you got to do, clean up Hamas, and then move them back in. And I'm not talking about 5-10 years down the road, because we've decimated Hamas so much, there can't be that many of them left. But did this ground and pound situation, and the truth is, Daniel, I don't blame Israel for the starvation that goes on over there, by the way. I blame Hamas. They still have aid.
Do you remember what they told us, all the pro-Palestinians at the beginning of the war? You cannot kill Hamas. Hamas is an ideology. And that is true. Hamas is the name of an organization. If tomorrow it will break apart and they will call it, I don't know, the peaceful core of Palestine, and same people, same ideology. The problem is not the name of the branding. The problem is the ideology. And if it seems like that we need to fight not only alone, but while the world is also holding both our hands behind our backs and looks at criticize and completely ignores the other side. So we're in a not easy, normal situation. Still trying to do our best.
Daniel, how many times have I said you can't kill the ideology? 1 million times on this app? But people are like, no, we got to kill Hamas. Yes, you kill Hamas today, they're all gone. Tonight there's Hamas 2.0 because of the ideology.
Yeah, that's why the objective is to demilitarize Hamas. Basically, if they are with their ideology but no weapons, and then hopefully after the war there could be some kind of rehabilitation both for the street and for the people, then yes, there's a chance without weapons.
You can kill Hamas without weapons. I tell you how.
Can I ask
Are you ready to do?
What?
Daniel, I have a question. Other than IRGC, who else has been funding and training and helping Hamas the way they've been doing?
Qatar.
JB,
So I'm trying to see if IRGC is gone, what is the next threat? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because honestly,
maybe Qatar will have to kind of recalculate their allies, and I think some allies of Iran are now watching from the side, like, do we want to kind of align with the loser basically, or like kind of pull out? And maybe Qatar will have to kind of make some changes. They put a lot of money into this operation of destroying Israel with the IRGC, so they were like doing the funding of Hamas and doing the propaganda arm in Al Jazeera, and the IRGC did all those terror organizations, like basically building this ring of fire around Israel with all those terror organizations on our border because Iran is too far. That was the plan. And now it's kind of disseminating. In Qatar, propaganda alone, I'm not sure it will work.
Daniel, JB, you guys can kill Hamas without firing a bullet. Are you ready to do it?
Oh, we can't kill Hamas without what?
Without firing a bullet.
We don't need to kill anyone. They need to release the hostages, put their guns down, and it will be over with not a drop of...
No. Wait. All what you need to do is give them equal rights, and then they will be dissolved in the society, just like South Africa. What South Africa did.
Equal what?
Equal rights.
Yeah, I'm confused.
You give them equal rights in your country.
Hold on, everybody mute up. MG, you were going to say something?
No, I was just, don't compare South Africa to Israel. That was real racism. That was real apartheid. I hate when people do that.
Just
Not
give
even
them,
close.
just give them equal rights. That's it.
So wait, let's all we're gonna say Hamas is equal to everybody, and just forget about the 1,200 people.
No, not Hamas. Not Hamas.
Let me finish, man. Okay, Hamas is the government of the Palestinians right now, unfortunately. So we have to recognize them as equals, even though they slaughtered our people on our land.
No. They give the
No.
Palestinians, all the Palestinians equal right. Then they will run away from Hamas, and Hamas will be powered.
Well, let me ask you a question, Sean. Who was providing all the water for the Palestinians and electricity? Was that Hamas or was that Israel? When Israel didn't have to.
Israel is selling them. Is not providing. Is selling them. Okay, but that doesn't mean they are giving them equal rights. Well,
They are not Israeli, Sean. I mean, why would we give them equal rights? The Palestinians that chose peace and stayed in Israel in 1948 became part of Israel. And if you look at the Declaration of Israel, the Declaration of Independence,
Okay,
we call to anyone that wishes to stay, hold on. And now they're equal right citizens as you want.
Okay,
But we are not the government of
Give
Gaza.
the same
They don't need
rights.
to have equal rights.
okay.
Their governments need to give them. But sweetie, their governments need to do it, not us.
Wait, hold on.
We are not the government of Gaza.
Sean, hold on. Did you call him Sweet Pea, Daniel? Or am I hearing things? All right, let's go to Dave. Dave's trying
No,
to jump.
sweet tea, not sweet pea.
Oh,
That's not
okay.
you.
Give me
That's not you.
Sean.
Hold on. Let's go to Dave. Dave, you got to talk louder.
Yeah, okay. Sean, how do you give the equal right to a population, Gaza, who have been brainwashed the moment they learn how to speak to kill Jews? How do you give equal right to such people, right? On October 7, 12,000 civilians from this brainwashed Gaza that you want to fight for equal rights so that they can continue to act like a civilian, continue to keep killing Jews, and continue to, after getting equal right, go to wherever the Western nation and hunt down every single Jew. Is that the equal right you want to fight for, Sean?
Dave, you can create Gaza in every single place in the world by besieging people and
Sean,
not
where you
giving
from,
them
Sean?
rights. You can
Sean,
do
where you
that.
from, Sean?
I am from Syria. Okay.
Okay.
You can do the same. You can do that in New Jersey. You can do that in California and everywhere. If you put the Hispanic people in an area and strip them of their rights, you will have problems. The same thing. It's not magic. It is